Welcome back to the channel today, guys. And guess what happened once again? I got another 320 in the bag on my highest account. So yeah, this is yesterday's video. Make sure to check it out if you've not checked it out. 320 with all my hits there, and this is today's hits 320. I'm going to review every single one of them. But take a look at my defense. I'm not getting any defense today. You can see pro players are hitting me. Navi Kazuma, Ziyan, Hiroya, blah blah blah. Yesterday I was 1 out of 7, but then my final defense of the day was a 1 star. So I'm hoping for the same thing today. And yeah, let's get into my hits of today. I don't know. It was a roller coaster, but good hits at the end of the day. Obviously, it's a 320, so it's a perfect day, perfect back to back perfect days. You can't get better than that. I don't know if you know anybody that has done that in a while or anywhere. But yeah, this is Destro, double rage ring base. You guys know how we deal with these ones. We fireball one of the rage tower compartments. Why have I not deployed my warden yet? And then obviously you can see there's one rage tower here, one rage tower here. This is the one with the crusher mortar. You guys know I dislike the crusher mortar so much. So that's exactly where my fireball is going to. And then peep this bait. Look at this sweeper here. For those of you that are not familiar with the bait or my channel, that is the sweeper bait for fireball users, especially people that drop their fireballs very early. You won't see it, and then you just deploy a fireball, and then your fireball goes there, and then you rage quit or force quit. But yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, and boom, fireball on the rage tower compartment. We also take out the enemy queen. What else? So then now it's up to the up to where I send my troops. You can see a funnel has been created here. I can either send my troops in here or send them in here, but I went for the other side. I just waited for my warden to take care of this expo because it could be very troublesome if he stays on my warden. So yeah, we went into this part of the base mainly because of the spitters. I always try to go into a part of the base where I can use my overgrowth on the town hall and the spitters, especially on ring bases. So you can see, wait for my overgrowth to land, my queen along the outside, RootRiders, ice golem, and then my RC was last. If you saw it, my RC was last. So yeah, my overgrowth has dropped, and you can see I covered the town hall and then this spitter that's pointing in this direction. I didn't cover the one that's pointing away from me. So yeah, these are pro tips and tricks you guys should just learn as I'm dropping them. Take note of them. It will take practice to be able to execute them properly, especially in the middle of your hits. So yeah, start with friendly challenges, and then yeah, my troops were going nicely. Everybody was jam packed together. So I just dropped my heal spell. King was there. He was not outside the base. Thank God. Especially because of this barbs and everything I dropped. So yeah, I popped his ability. Things were close to the town hall. No need to pop RC ability very early on. For the town hall takedown, you can see I don't think I lost anything at all. I lost something though, but you can see freeze along the back end for the whatever I had. Ice golem. My back end ice golem was there, head on task, blah blah blah. It was just clean up at this point. So yeah, let's go into my next hit of the day. I think that one was also good until I think I started messing up from my third hit. But yeah, let's see. Duck Blood. What's a nice name? Okay, double poison diamond base. You guys should know how we take care of these ones. So yeah, different cracks. First one was double rage ring. This is a diamond, double poison diamond. Nice. So yeah, I'm taking out the splitter here. Most times that's my plan. Take out the splitter with my warden walk and then fireball into the core of the base, enter into here or here. It's the same thing. Fireball one part, go into either the left side or the right side of the warden. Blah blah blah. Let me speed up the warden walk because it's a boring one. Just the splitter I was aiming for. Warden. Hurry up. Let me put it on ×4 for now. And okay, yeah. So ice block in place, 1, 2, and then fireball. So I just got that was 3 buildings: the crusher mortar, the multi inferno, and the CC building, which is always nice to get the CC building out of the way. So yeah, pulled my warden to this side. So king first, then RootRiders. Oh, nice spring trap or nice super barbarian to pull the spring traps. That's another pro tip. If you see a dead zone like that, just suspect that there's a spring trap there. And voila, RC last once again. Then I use the overgrowth on the town hall because it was a bit isolated. It will take a lot of time for my troops to go around and get into the town hall. So I just used the overgrowth spell on the town hall, and then everybody was going nicely. Queen was doing her job. Yeah, Queen Arrow was beautiful. You can see the amount of buildings it cleared there. I didn't drop it. I didn't pop it upon deployment. I just waited a bit and then I popped it, and it was still beautiful value. My second furnace, I dropped it here because I didn't drop it early on. And then the overgrowth for the town hall expired. Blah blah blah. You can see red bomb farms already, and I'm sure my heal spell will come in soon. Yeah, my healers will get back up to full health. This is why, not another reason. This is the major reason why I have my heal spell. In case my healers go down or the healers want to go down. So yeah, poison or skeleton for the monolith, and then the troops here or the defenses there. Enemy minion prince. I think I'll drop my poison spell there. Yep, because I took the CC out with my fireball. And yeah, RC ability to just clear up whatever is left on the base. You can see first two hits were beautiful, no complaints. So let's go into the third hit of the day, where I started acting like a noob. Where's the third one? I don't know if that's a Korean or a Chinese guy. But yeah. Okay, this is a compact base once again, but it has a hook tower, so you have to be aware of hook tower bases. Try to place your fireball on the other. You can see obviously the hook tower is here, so I won't go here. I will definitely go on the other side, and yeah, try to warding walk. But then my warding had my plan was to, you guys know my plan on this kind of bases, the core with the core here. Warding walk here and then just invis, and then fireball into the core of the base. But then my warding didn't want to agree and take out that X-bow, so I just had to place a very silly rushed fireball, because you see there were lots of Teslas here, so I was very, very afraid of my fireball going somewhere. So I just placed, yeah, enemy king too. Bro, this hit was just very, very annoying. I thought I was going to fail. So ice block, once I see an enemy hero, I always drop my one of my ice golems now these days. Then head on top for the enemy king, and we took out the enemy king. Tried to take out, or I took out that wizard tower that was there. Then ice block. Let me see. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I had to use 4 of my invis. I didn't want to risk any of my fireball going anywhere else except from the core of the base. So yeah, I froze because I thought that this locked onto my warden. It didn't lock onto my warden. So ice golem, king, RootRiders, Valkyries, RC, queen along the outside with an arrow, early arrow to clear all that air defense so that my troops would just keep going nicely. This X-bow here was low, luckily, thanks to the fireball. So because it was locked onto my warden, and it made my warden keep the healers, and then my troops died. The heal spell was a bit too late. My RootRiders died, so the hit was very, 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 very funky. Overgrowth on the town hall, poison for the CC, skeleton here because there were recos here. This one. So yeah, king was still with his ability, which is the most important thing on many of these bases. Your king ability is you're one of your best friends, or if not your best friend, after your fireball. So yeah, RootRiders had gone, but all my heroes were still up. King ability or RC ability there. I was waiting for the overgrowth to expire. That's what I always do. Wait for the overgrowth to expire, then I pop the king ability. Then yeah, everything was looking good until my RC headed out in front. Minion Prince took her out. Single Inferno took out my giant. I think I had the headhunter that I placed for the Minion Prince, because nothing could target the Minion Prince inside there. Once your RC goes down, you're in trouble with the Minion Prince. But nicely tanked for the headhunter, and then the Minion Prince went down. It was just to go around the base and clear off the rest of the buildings. You can see the Yetis that came out from my troop launcher. Honestly, they are very, very clutch. I don't know why I was not using them early on. Maybe these Yetis are actually the difference between my 320 and my 310s and 300s I was getting before. So yeah, that was a triple. Let's get into the next one. Now this looks like a Chinese name, but obviously I don't know what it is. This one also went wrong. Can you imagine? Like, first two hits were very beautiful, but then this one was bad. But yeah, you can see the fireball value here. You get the CC, you get the crusher mortar, you get the splitter, and then pathing, which is one of the most important things as well. But yeah, my king went another way, and my RootRiders went another way. Let's just see what happened. A bit of warding walk. This was just I think I just used only one invis to set up the fireball on the splitter. Warden took out 1, 2, and I think he also took out the multi-archer tower. I froze because of the enemy queen. This one, enemy queen fires fast. It's not like the king that will boot. So yeah, I just popped the freeze immediately for the enemy queen, and then voila. So let's see, why did I pause it? I was supposed to just do this. So ice block, and then 1 invis and fireball. 1 quake, or I think I used 2 quakes because of this multi inferno that did not go down. Now I wanted to pull the warden to this side, but then this is why it's always best to use the queen is a better puller of the warden than the king. But yeah, you can see the king went and then he didn't pull the warden. I wanted him to go to that top side. I don't know why. But then yeah, I saw he walked. I just said, you know what? I have to just continue with the plan without the king. The king should be able to do fine on his own to an extent, because he has the quick boots and the spiky ball, so at least he should be able to clear off a lot of buildings. I think I also dropped an ice golem for him. Yeah, I did that. I was tempted to drop a skeleton spell, but I said, you know what, let him just pop his ability. So the overgrowth was still the same thing on the town hall. Waited for my troops to go in. Poison was soon through, so I dropped the heal spell early on, and my healers were also behind. So always try to drop your heal spell when you see your healers are behind. King was moving nicely, so I just popped his ability so that the spiky ball and everything would go inside. He cleared off that 12 o'clock compartment, which was honestly good value. The core of this one was not so compact, so that was nice. Then I had my 3 invis left because it was a simple fireball, only 1 invis I used for the fireball. So yeah, 3 invis was left, and skeleton for the monolith and the minion prince, and then poison for the minion prince as well. Queen was still along the outside, she did good. Giant was inside, and guys, you can see how clean the hit was, even though my king walked. Like, it didn't even look like I lost him or I kept him, or he went straight his pathing. But yeah, you get what I mean. I'm losing my breath, but I have to continue. So yeah, RC, spare, blah blah blah. I still have 1 overgrowth, 1 invis to swag, and that's how my first 4 hits of the day went. So let's go into the final four. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is another Chinese guy. Lots of Asian people here. So voila, this is a diamond base, double poison diamond, and this one, the splitters are on the other side of the town hall. So these ones you won't really choose. Wait, let me pause it. On some of them, you if the splitter was here, this is where the splitters are typically on, this double poison diamond bases. So I just warding walk here and then fireball into the core. But then this one was a bit different, and I saw this compartment. This compartment had fireball value, so I just did a simple one. I think it was only 1 invis I used, and then a fireball on this compartment. It cleared out the entire compartment, and yeah, 2 quicks, or I think 1 quick. I used only 1 quick. Can you imagine? So yeah, from here, if you watched my yesterday's video, you will see. Let me even pause it. My yesterday's video, when I fireball, it's just the same thing. When I fireball the 12 o'clock compartments, I either go into here or go into here. So this is the same thing. I fireballed here, so I go into here or go into here. You just have to find either the fireball value that is the most or the pathing that will be best for your RootRiders. That's exactly what I did. So I went into here. Let me play it now. So skeleton for the monolith that was there. Queen along the outside. These buildings were a bit inside. So obviously your RootRiders first. My king and then my royal champion last. So enemy heroes, I had to drop headhunters. And king was moving outside, but he went back inside thanks to the enemy king. The enemy king pulled him back in. I don't know. Okay, let me not say that. But yeah, poison through, and once the poison throws, it's best to drop your heal spell. Where's my heal spell? Yeah, I dropped my heal spell. Queen arrow was good, timed nicely. Ice golem for my queen was also nice because it took out, or it neutralized the ricochet cannon and the enemy royal champion that were along the outside. Overgrowth will soon expire. I think that overgrowth was a bit late because my troops moved too far. Even my king went along the outside. He was supposed to be the one that his ability will clear out that part of the base, but he went along the outside to touch grass. Then I had to rugged it with this crusher mortar, always a problem. It took out my, what's it called? Took out my refresh, took out my warding. So all I had was my RC and a dream. I had also popped the ability. All I had was my invis as well, because those invis I didn't use at the start. That's one thing about a simple fireball. You will have to take care of the core of the base, mostly with your invis, and just make sure your troops are not dying. King ability along the, if the king was even inside the base, I'd have just popped his ability and I'd have cleared off almost everything. The ice block on the RC, because she has the healers on her. Let the healers heal her up to like full health, and let the other heroes also catch up with her. Ice golem, my back end ice golem for that expo, and yeah, I had my 3 heroes finish up the rest of the base for me. Nice. So 3 hits left. I guess is this it? Is this it? Oh yeah. So this base, I hit this base in my yesterday's video as well. It went bad because it went in. My wording went to the right side, but this one I forced him. Would I say I forced him to the right side? He committed to the right side as well, so I just continued in that direction. And this one was a lot cleaner. Obviously, you're already learning how to recover from yesterday's video, so I learned how to handle it better. And yeah, so this was a bad fireball. I landed the fireball on the expo instead of the scatter shot. Like, why are you going to the expo instead of the scatter shot that's right in front of you? It was not the end of the world. I was also thinking of if I wouldn't work this, but then this hook tower, I wasn't ready to play games with the hook tower. So my warding also committed to the right side. So I just forced my troops to the right side. Let me speed it up a bit. This is a popular base, so this is a crack to take it out for those that are using fireball RootRiders. Any variation, Destro's variation or not, you can see I've pulled. Let me play it on the mouse speed now. Pulled with the king, queen arrow here, monolith isolated. So I think my skeleton should come in soon. That was late. That was late. Why are you late? But yeah, this then poison for the CC lock or tank, like nicely timed poison, because he also covered the minion prince. He sent headhunter for here. This spitter that did not go down. Very, very annoying, but nothing we could not handle. We had the heal spell. So the healers and the heal spell, everything just healing together was nice. Queen along the outside and then her ice golem. This is always watch that second ice golem. If you're dropping it for your queen or you're dropping it on the back end, your queen may not need it sometimes, your queen will need it. So you just have to take note of where the ice golem is needed. So it was a simple fireball. So now I have two invis left. I'm using the invis one for my queen. And then I think I used the last one for my RC. Yep, popped ability and king ability. Red bomb farm came, but it was too late. You can see my yetis as well. Beautiful yetis. Queen doing nicely. I used the ice block on the queen so that I would just drop reinforcements for her, clear of that stuff. And then she was back to full health. So I'm learning how to use my ice block spell also in different places. This is something I don't usually do normally. But yeah, I'm learning how to use it better and better. So King, Queen, RC, Warden, and my Yetis cleared off the rest of the base. And that was my third to the last hit of the day. Let's check out my second to the last hit of the day. I think this is when you start feeling the pressure. I was on plus 240. But this base was not difficult. You can see immediately you come to the base, you can see the first thing. There's a bit of a fireball value in the core already, which is here. It may not be the craziest. You can see it's just 3 buildings, but it's 2 splitters and a multi inferno. And you can see the pattern it sets. Like this is an entire compartment in the core. So that pattern is really good. And I took advantage of it. Let's speed it up and see what. Obviously, you can see the warding work is obviously going to be easy. Just a bit of a warding work here. Invis, and then fireball into the core of the base. The splitter was pointing in my warding's direction also, so I had to be careful with how much damage I'm collecting. You can see the ricochet is there, the expo is there, the splitter is pointing there. So immediately I just did a bit more. Immediately I saw the ricochet lock on, or the ricochet didn't even lock on. I just had to set it up immediately. I didn't want to hear any stories. Double quick, one on there, one was able to take out the core, so I just did the second one to speed up my warding work. Then I was able to go into this part of the base. Let me play it on normal speed now. First ice golem in front of there. Then my root king, RootRiders, queen along the outside, of course, with our arrow. Then RC next. This thing, I was just trying to force them into this part of the base. They were moving towards here, but I just had to be patient. I think I dropped my heal spell because the poison through, obviously, and my healers are still behind. So I don't like hearing stories. Isolated monolith, so I dropped the skeleton spell and then the poison spell as well. I missed the furnace, but that was because I was trying to also get the other enemy heroes into the poison spell, but it's not the end of the world. Troops were moving nicely. You can see the parting. If we didn't clear off all these buildings here, you can see they would have split to here and to here. But the parting is nice. Overgrowth expired, so free spell immediately on the crusher mortar. We don't want the crusher mortar taking out any of our defenses. Queen was inside, so I have super barbs, so I have super barbs and wizards and whatever I have to clear off the outside if Queen is not going there. Then King ability, once we are done with the core, or we'd have popped it into the core, but it was not needed because we had lots of things alive. Bad invis because he covered the enemy hero, but it was not the end of the world because we had every single one of our heroes there. Backend ice golem for the ricochet cannon to help my RC stay alive longer. And this was my second to last hit of the day. It went nicely, honestly. All 4 heroes still up, RootRiders still up, Giant still up. GG. So my last hit of the day, where pressure meets Destro. I did absolutely, I don't even know. This is a very, very annoying. This is one of the most, I think I failed on this base a whole lot of times. It may be the base I failed on the most altogether this season because it is very, very annoying. So yeah, let's see what I did here. I think I went for a very weird approach. I went to visit the town hall. I just wanted to do something different. I could have gone into the town hall, but see, when pressure hits you, you don't know how you are thinking. You're just thinking with your thoughts or with your muscle memory. You don't know. I don't know. But I was just doing whatever. So a bit of a warding work. This was a bit simple, or was not so simple because I was getting to a lot of damage. I had to measure my damage. Guy, the pressure was already was crazy, but yeah, simple warding work. Warding was moving nicely. I cleared out that mortar because I didn't want my warding to come into the left side. I needed to take out that splitter before we start talking about other buildings. Then this, you can see once the hook tower starts pulling, you have to start getting afraid because you don't want it to be your warding next. So Giga Bomb was there, not much of a problem. I saw the furnace pool, so just poison. And then invis, and then fireball. Boom. So pause it here. Let's pause. So you can see fireball or funnel has been created here. I can either go into the town hall or go into here. Let me remove that and start again. So if I'm going into this part of the base, I'll overgrow this with the town hall and the hook tower so that the hook tower does not pull any one of my troops. So this is an option, and especially since the splitter is pointing in this direction, you don't exactly, I don't know why, I seriously don't know why I came from here. I don't know. That's what I'm saying, that the pressure got to me. But yeah, this is typically what you do. Go into here, then overgrowth here. Once town hall expires, you do this. You use your heal spell either at the town hall or at the poison spell. tower. When it throws, I have a skeleton at the back end for the monolith. So yeah, from the back it was good, but I don't know why I went opposite the town hall, which it worked. Obviously, you can see I got a 320, but let's see what happened. Queen Arrow there with her giant RC last. This overgrowth on the town hall and the hook tower, same thing, but I'm coming on this side of the base. The splitter is in this direction, but man, oh, I lost my warding very early on, which was why it was super duper close on time. I think it came down to the last second, and there was also an enemy. Yeah, these enemy ice golems were a problem. If my queen locked onto the enemy ice golem, it should have been a time fail, 99.9%. So yeah, froze that for the RC and the multi-gear. You can see the ice golems. Thank goodness. Like, seriously, just watch how close it was at the end of the day. Let me put it on half-time speed. So this was like 10, 9, 8, 7. Everything was moving nicely. But then this ice golem, see this ice golem was there. One time speed. Now King was moving, and boom, like if my queen locked onto this ice column, this would have been a time fail. It was super duper close on time. So yeah, this is my second 320. Tomorrow we'll see if we can go 320 plus 320 plus 320 3 days in a row. That would be a history. Honestly, that would be groundbreaking. So yeah, there's no way you have made it far in this video and you're not subscribed to the channel. So yeah, see you guys. Share and also follow me on Twitter, because I think I drop pictures. I posted this picture very early in the morning, but I know this YouTube video is going to come out very late. So just Destro updates, traps, tweaks, bases. I'll be more active on my Twitter. So yeah, see you guys everywhere, and ciao.